Hey guys, oh my god, my voice. Hey guys, what's up? It is currently 6:45 in the morning on a Tuesday, and this is a day in my life with me. Let's get started. I'm totally kidding. This is not a normal day in my life, but it's a fun day in my life. So I'm gonna take you guys along for the ride. Okay, now let's get started. Water. Lucky. Apples. Good to go. Okay, I'm gonna cut this apple real quick. Well, I was ready, but then I had to cut this apple because I want to share it with you. Kind of beautiful in the morning. So it just occurred to me to mention to you guys what I'm actually doing today. Yeah, so we were supposed to go golfing. I mean, we are going golfing, but first we're stopping at a storage unit, which, you know, is very typical of my dad, just by nature of being himself, always has other stuff to do before we do the fun stuff. So yeah, we have to stop at the storage unit first. And we're back. Marco. Marco. Marco.
Oh, this way. Oh.
Is that a head down thing?
I guess.
So I don't know if anybody else's parents do this when they play golf with them, but like when they lose a ball, they'll take 5 ever to look for it. That's what we're doing today. I don't have the heart to tell him that I don't think he's gonna find it, because I don't think he hit it straight. So yeah, so my golf game, not A1 today. Not really hitting the ball well. And for those of you who don't know, I used to play competitive golf as a kid. Like, I played golf and won competitions when I was a kid for like 3 years or something, from the time I was 11 to the time I was 14. And I was pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty good. And now I'm just struggling. I'm trying to put together a video today. I'm vlogging.
Scooter movie?
Okay, so I'm home now. I'm making some breakfast. It's currently 9:30. So I just want to let you guys know this is not my everyday life by any stretch of the imagination. I know this video is titled My Life After Spain, A Day in My Life, or something along those lines is what I want to call it. But yeah, no, I don't get up and go golfing every morning. I'm not up at 6:45 every morning, although I wish that I was. I was actually planning on going back to sleep after golfing, but that didn't happen because we went a little bit later. And yeah, and so now I'm just making some breakfast. So got my eggs here, my pan is heating up, and yeah, I'm just gonna make some eggs, like a little spinach omelet, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym. And I'll just explain that later. I'll kind of get into my like gym schedule and stuff. But yeah, okay, let's go. Wow, but for real, look at how beautiful she is. So I wanted to take a moment just to talk. I also wanted to show you guys my omelet, but I ended up eating it. So let's just get into the video. I'm not feeling this background. I'll take you to a beautiful place and then we can talk. Hi, everyone. Okay, so yeah, let's talk a little bit. For those of you that have watched my videos before on my channel or have been subscribed to me for a little while, it's not that many of you, you know that I do a lot of sit-down, talky videos. So this might be a little different where I'm kind of like moving around and taking you guys through a day in my life. But if you noticed my YouTube banner, I changed it. After 3 or 4 years, I changed it. So I'm revamping my YouTube channel. And I'm doing that, I think, just to kind of reflect where I'm at in my life right now. And also just, you know, I want to be creative. I want to make my videos more fun. So anyways, let's talk. The title of this video is My Life After Spain. I have some lint in my hair. My Life After Spain, and a lot has happened since I came back from Spain 6 months ago, and even more has happened from this time last year. This time last year, I literally just moved to Spain. It's the 28th when I'm making this video. I don't know when I'll upload it, but it's the 28th of September when I'm making this video, and so that's gonna be about a year from the time that I moved to the island last September. Crazy. So just kind of to catch you guys up on all that has happened, I spent my year with Fulbright. Well, actually, let me just start from this, and I apologize ahead of time. This video is going to be all over the place because I'm trying to tell your story, like I'm trying to explain to you what happened, but at the same time I'm also kind of like touching on some things that I never talked about before. Like truthfully, when I came back from Spain, I was a little traumatized for a while, and just kind of like I'll get into that. I'll get into what the trauma was about, but yeah, so I moved abroad a year ago. I was living there. I was doing my placement with my program, and then basically in March, everything came crashing down. Also, I'm living in the city right now, so if it's very loud, you know why. If you can hear all of that screeching and construction at literally 10 in the morning. But yeah, it all just came crashing down really quickly. In a moment's notice, I had to come rushing home. My program got canceled shortly after I made the decision to come home. Everything just happened so fast, and I was just caught up in a whirlwind of things. So basically, after coming home, I unsuspectingly had to move back in with my family. I had to move in with my dad. I was living in a suburb for a couple months, and just like, you know, I did my 2 weeks of quarantine just in a bedroom, and like occasionally taking walks outside. And then after my quarantine was over, that it was like basically I was just confined to my house with my dad and his girlfriend. And so as we were kind of like living through that, I was just working through a lot. I was like working through my past relationship, like at the time, my current relationship, trying to figure out what was going on with that. I was trying to figure out my next steps. Although I did finish my like teaching contract through June like I was originally scheduled, I just did it remotely. It was still a really weird time for me with like looking for jobs and finding work. And I'd say pretty much that is what has been the biggest challenge throughout this whole thing, has been kind of like pivoting in my young career and figuring out what I want to do next. So I didn't want to make this video like a sit down chatty video. I know I told you guys I was going to the gym. I'm actually gonna film a yoga video for my yoga Instagram account, so please go follow my yoga Instagram at the multitasking yogi on Instagram. I do a ton of videos there. That's another recent development. I became a certified yoga instructor while I was confined at home. I just got my certification in August. So yeah, I make yoga videos now, and I actually work at a yoga studio, not teaching, doing like studio management and social media, but that's another thing that I'll get into later in the video. So for now, yes, please go follow me if you're interested in yoga. I make really cool videos about a ton of different topics. I like to target different parts of the body. Yeah, so I'm gonna take you guys along kind of like a behind the scenes so you can see what I do to make those videos and get ready for those videos, and then we'll go to the gym. Alrighty. Yeah, so now I'm kind of gonna dive back into my morning routine a little bit because I have established a really strong morning routine, which I think is so important, especially in this time of COVID, to have a good morning routine. So typically I just wake up and I like to read for a little while, and I like to journal, and then I like to do yoga. So I know I keep telling you guys that I'm gonna do all these things. I am just going completely out of order. But yeah, I'm gonna journal a little bit, I'm gonna read for a moment, and then I'm gonna start doing yoga so that I can film my video for my account. And then yeah, so first we're actually gonna make a quick outfit change. I wear this little Nike skirt that I got from a thrift store actually. It's really nice, and it's just got the little like shorts under it, which is nice. And then yeah, the sweater that I've had forever. So let's make an outfit change. For all of you guys watching, don't worry, my hair will get done today. Don't worry, it's gonna get done. I know it's looking a little crazy. It's gonna get done. Okay, let's get into, you guys are gonna watch me basically review my notes before I do this yoga flow, but I'm gonna do some yoga. Okay, so I usually like to start my morning by reading this book, which is a yoga philosophy book that's just gone along really well with my yoga practice, and it's called The Path of the Yoga Sutras, a practical guide to the core of yoga. This is really good. For those of you who love self-help books, this book is really, really nice because every chapter is just a different aspect of yoga, and you don't even need to be a yogi to be able to read this book. It'll say the term in Sanskrit, and then, which is kind of like a pillar of yoga essentially, and then it'll tell you what it means in English. So vairagya, which is non-attachment to sensory objects, and then it does a whole chapter, like it does a little inspirational quote, does a whole chapter talking about what it is, and then it'll end the chapter with just like ending thoughts on the topic, and then exercises that you can do to practice this in your everyday life. The other thing is a journal. So I have been journaling so much throughout coronavirus, and I think about it sometimes, and I think that this is going to be such a unique time in our lives to look back on and just kind of like remember what we were doing during this time, and what we were thinking about. And I was kind of doing that without even thinking about it, and it ended up being really cool that I was journaling right before I had to leave Spain. I was actually specifically journaling about how coronavirus was getting worse, and just kind of my thoughts on that, and just missing home, and just kind of wondering if schools were going to close. And then within the span of a couple days, I was like thrust into this whirlwind. And I remember I came back to that same journal, and my next passage was, I'm home. And so I just, have been thinking a lot about how my grandkids are hopefully going to have access to all of these like journals that I've written throughout the course of my life. And it's just going to be really cool for them to read about, what I was like at this age and what I was like at such a pivotal moment in our country's history. As Black Lives Matter stuff has been unfolding more, I've been writing about that and just sharing my thoughts about that. And so, yeah, I just hope one day my family is going to have access to all of these like wonderful and tumultuous memories that I've written down in my journals. So that's number one. But then number two, it's actually just good to journal for yourself and for your own mental health. And it puts me in such a good place mentally. So I've been doing that. This is going to be my third or fourth journal this year. Okay, without further ado, let's journal and let's read this book, and then we'll finally do some yoga. So I'm reading the Yoga Sutras right now, and I just read something that I wanted to share with you guys. So the chapter that I'm reading is called Chitta Prasadana, which means purification of the heart mind. And so I just read this one paragraph that was really interesting. It starts off, it says, when another person is suffering, being compassionate towards her sends positive, loving energy her way and helps her in her healing process. Do not avoid those who are suffering, even if they are causing you to suffer. Often those who cause you suffering are suffering themselves. And so that was really interesting to me. That was a really big perspective shift for me. Something so small. Maybe this didn't even speak to you guys, but it really spoke to me, so I just wanted to share. Okay, so typically on days like this where I'm planning out a yoga video, I plan everything in an app called Asana. Or Asana is the way that it was pronounced to me, but now that I do yoga, I say asana, but asana, whichever you prefer. But yeah, this is kind of how I plan for my yoga Instagram account, how I plan for my podcast, how I plan for YouTube. It's pretty much how I plan for everything, and also for a third-party brand ambassadorship that I do. So I put everything in Asana. Okay, so this is pretty much what it looks like. I've got my multitasking YouTube, which is now just my actual name. I've got the Mindful Femme. You can see Abby's little pic on there. So cute. She Sapiens, which is the third-party brand that I work with and create content for, and then the multitasking yogi. So here is like how I plan everything out. So I put my ideas for my IG posts, and then in my calendar, I kind of just schedule when I'm going to do everything. Okay, it's right here. So I plan everything out that I'm going to do in here, and then I kind of just like take a second to do it. And it's really cool. You can like mark stuff off that you've done it. So root chakra is marked off as done, and then it kind of like gets ghosted out. I've done all these things, like my nighttime flow, all this stuff, my sun salutation. Yeah, so it's pretty cool, and it really helps me manage my time. So basically, that's what I'm doing right now. Hey guys, so I'm on my floor, and I just uploaded my second video in my Chakra Yoga Flow series. So that is up on my Instagram account. I'm feeling like a midday slump, which makes sense. It's about noon. I've been up since 6:30, and some days my days are maybe 8 hours long. So going from having an 8-hour day and still needing to be up for like 8 or 9 more hours, probably 10 or 11 realistically, it's gonna be a really long day today, but that's okay. I'm just gonna be super productive. I'm gonna get a lot done, and I might have some more coffee at some point, for being honest. Hey guys, so it's currently 1:30, and I still have not made it to the gym. Yeah, I just needed a moment to relax and calm down just because I felt myself getting kind of overwhelmed. And this happens a lot. Going golfing this morning was not a standard day in my life. Waking up at 6:45 is not a standard day in my life. But definitely just taking a moment to lay down and be calm and having to calm myself down is definitely a standard day in my life. All right, I'm getting up. I'm just gonna pack some things and take you guys along for the ride with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack for the location that I have to go to. And I'm gonna do that, and then I promise I will go to the gym. Let's go. Hey guys, so it's been brought to my attention, not really, I brought it to my own attention that I never finished the rest of the vlog from the other day. So basically, after I went to the gym, I ended up going to my friend's house. I stayed the night there, and then the next day I had work. So I wanted to kind of take you along for what it's like for me to go to work, but that ended up just not happening because it's pretty boring. I just drive to work. It's like 20 minutes away. So I know I talked all that mess about not filming what I go to work because I thought it was boring. But I thought this was a prime example of what happens is that I have a great day where I wake up feeling super energetic, and then all of a sudden I crash in the middle of the day. So that is what happened today. I woke up really early. I had a job interview this morning that was an hour and a half long. So I was interviewing from 8 to 9:30, and then I got some other tasks done. I was feeling really great, really motivated, and then all of a sudden, an hour or two before work, I just started to feel really, really tired. And I don't know if any of you guys get that panicky feeling where you just start to feel super, super tired right before you go into work, and you're like, oh my God, how am I gonna make it through the shift? So anyways, I started feeling that, and I just remote ordered a Starbucks, and I'm on my way to work now. I'm driving. So yeah, for the record, I'm not addicted to coffee. I don't want to become addicted to coffee. I'm trying to do this thing where I go to bed at a reasonable time and wake up early. So last night I went to bed at midnight and I woke up at 7:30ish for my interview. And it was good, don't get me wrong, it was really good. But like I said, I just started feeling really, really tired. And it's, it's like 4 and I'm gonna have coffee. I didn't drink coffee this morning, in my defense. And I also took a 30-minute nap, something else I'm trying, take shorter, more strategic naps. I don't know. I don't even know if it's gonna work. I feel like it will make me more productive. I don't know if anybody else feels like this, but I'm more productive when I'm just a little bit sleep deprived. If I'm tired, that's when I do my best work, and that's when I get more done. I don't know why that is. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if anyone else feels like that. If anyone else feels like they just are tired, but they're so productive, getting so much done. I've never quite understood the concept of pickup. You would think anybody could just come pick up any order. Say I'm just a coffee lover. Say I don't even have a coffee preference or a coffee order, and I'm just trying to get some coffee today. Why would you do that? It really doesn't matter what I want or what you ordered. I'm gonna come in and take your coffee. It's never really fully made sense to me. So I always think about that because I order a lot from Chipotle and Starbucks, and both of them I'm just like, anybody could roll up in here and take an order for Casey. But anyways, I got a tall pumpkin cream cold brew, which is it's actually really good. It's really dang. So hopefully this will just give me the little just a little shot of caffeine. And hopefully this will give me just a little shot of caffeine that I need to get me through my workday. But I'll see you later. Bye. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this type of content, please leave me a like down below. And yeah, subscribe if this spoke to you. If you go back and you liked any of my other videos, if you're interested in more content that I do, then please subscribe down below. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. This is Casey Molina, over and out.